Well, hello, and today we're going to look at some Chip Theory Games upgrades for Too Many Bones. Now, this pack here is upgrade pack, I guess, version 2 of Too Many Bones. Too Many Bones Undertow should hopefully be arriving soon, which also has an upgrade to take it to like a version 3, I guess. So the contents of this box might be fairly quickly obsoleted by the Undertow upgrades. I've also got the premium chips for health as well, which are lovely heavy premium poker chips. Anyway, let's get inside this box and see what we get in the upgrade pack. Well, on opening up the box, we get a new insert. We get some replacement stickers to replace a couple of the kind of typos. I'm not sure if I'm going to bother with this. Little bit fiddly to sort out, so maybe, I'm not sure, we'll see. And then some new player aid sheets, a nice new rulebook, and then of course the tuck boxes, which look quite nice, and some extra little adventure cards. Now the adventure cards here, first of all we've got a cover card, so that's quite good. You can actually cover your adventure deck without spoiling what's going on. So we got a new base set card number 29, a Gendrix boss card, card 28, Rockslinger card 4, card, what's that, 12, 17 I think that says, Exploding Shrooms, card 2, and so on and so forth. And they look a little bit dark, which I think is one of the criticisms of these cards. And then another boss upgrade, and another boss upgrade, and another boss upgrade. So, yeah, quite a lot of nice little cards here. But as I say, I believe these have already been criticised as being a bit too dark. So they did decide with the Undertow set to release a slightly brighter set of cards to match the original game. The reference guide has been updated, so that's nice. And then we've got Patches, Tantrum, Boomer, Picket, Gilly, Nugget and Tink all getting nice new cards, and as you can see some nice graphics for the dice, but also some tweaks to the back as well, I think. So this combined with the original reference card should make for a pretty good reference for what your character can do. And if they haven't changed the back too much, then I guess you could always hand out like patches from the original game plus this upgrade, and you could have the back and the front visible at the same time, but obviously at the cost of table space. So that's going to need to get integrated into my base set. I need to think what to do about these, because I am expecting the version 3 upgrade kit from Undertow. Obviously this card's going to be pretty useful, and I'm not sure exactly what some of the tweaks are in here and whether it makes that big a difference, to be honest. I've also got to decide, do I want to risk peeling off the label from my chip and then replacing it with this slightly corrected one? For example, I believe on this wolf pup it says Lashback 1, whereas in the original game it just says Lashback. So they're very minor tweaks that are not desperately important in my opinion to worry about. And it's really nice that they've given you a nice new Too Many Bones rulebook as well, so I'm going to have a read of that to double check what has been clarified. Now the premium chips, these are very similar to the ones you get in Hoplomachus if you upgrade to the premium chips there, but with a slightly different graphic. And they got decent weight, and of course that nice clinky noise that you get. And as you can see, there are quite a few of them, so you should have plenty of health chips. Particularly if you run out of these premium chips, you can always use the plastic ones. The only problem is, I believe, if you put these in your base box, you've got no room for your plastic ones, so they're probably going to have to go in this box here. And of course there's this new insert which is meant to have a little bit more depth for the big pack and allow you to store stuff easier. So anyway, off to integrate this all into my base box. Well, as you can see, all the cards fit nicely in their tuck boxes. However, when it comes to actually integrating the new cards, so these ones here, and also the promo cards, these ones here, to your original set, you will encounter potentially some problems. So for example, if you look at the color difference between these, the promo set is close but slightly different tone. But if you look at the new card, so for example, hold on, let's get this here. So we got Between a Rock and a Hard Place. So I'm pretty sure we've got a new version of that somewhere. Let's have a quick look. Where has it gone? Here it is. Right, so this is the new corrected one. Here's the original. Quite a big color tone difference. Now, this makes a bit of a pain of integrating the new cards into your set. Now, obviously, with this card, which goes on top, it's not so bad because you can't see it coming and you just take it off. Where it's not so good is on the Trove loot, because even they have a different tonal difference. So for example, here you go. Here's an original card. Here's a new card, and in natural light, these do have a slight tonal difference, which makes it a little bit tricky to get the promo cards sorted out. But it's worse with these new cards. Here you go. So if we get here's a new card, here's an original card, very tonally different. So obviously the way I guess you're going to have to deal with that is when you got your Trove loot card, you shuffle it all up and then you draw from the bottom. So that's a little bit annoying, and it does make me concerned going forward on the quality control side if they can get various print runs to match each other from a color point of view. Now the Chip Theory guys are really good at looking after their customers, so I'm pretty sure they will come up with some good solution. As I say, I believe the sort of version 3 card set, they are even talking about just reprinting everything as one print run, so you can guarantee all the color codes match, which of course then means you've got a load of cards that are a bit wasted, but the fact they're even looking at that as an option is great. Anyway, there you go. That's pretty much everything back in the box. The only problem is, as predicted, I got a whole load of these plastic chips now that I don't really need anymore, but they're useful to have as little extras. So I'm going to see if there's a way of fitting them into some of the boxes. We'll see. Anyway, there you go. That's it for Chip Theory games and Too Many Bones, until of course my copy of Undertow turns up, so watch this space.